Hi everyone, I'm back again. I tell you, I must be technically challenged because I don't know what I do wrong, but invariably my camera will quit on me. It's ridiculous, but anyway, you didn't miss anything. We had put these three little pieces together, and now all we have to do is just glue it down to the page base, and it's all set. So we'll get our glitter glue out, and we'll get it put down and go to the back side of this page. I'd like to put them together before I put them in the album. Everybody doesn't like to do things the same way, which is fine. You know, whatever works for you is how you need to do it. However, I like to do that. I like to lay them out. Let me get the backing off of these magnets before I forget. And then I can make sure everything's going to work, and I've got enough of papers that are going to match and work together, because I kind of like to make them the right side relate to the left side when you open the book out, you know what I mean, so that it has some quality of making sense. Okay, and I like to pick out my papers for the album covers before I do anything else, so that I don't get down to the very last end and then think, oh crud, now I don't have anything I like for the front left. So I pick those out first. Okay, so there's that first page with the three flaps, and the magnets are buried. And I did have three little pieces of white cut out, so we'll go ahead and put that there so our magnets are protected. And these can be for photos or journaling, whatever the person wants to use them for, you know. And I'll leave a little black edge around it. I thought I had cut these white ones out, but when I was looking a while ago, I didn't see them. And I don't know what in the world happened with the camera. I've got a brand new camera. And maybe I just thought it quit and it didn't, I don't know, but what the heck, you know. I'm definitely challenged when it comes to stuff like that. Constantly having to holler at my grandson, this isn't working right. Come see what's wrong. He's like, oh Nana, really? Oh well, we all have our trials and tribulations. Okay, so there's that. And we've got our three little journaling spots. And that's on the page. So now we can go to the back side. And this will be where it slips over the hinge on the inside. And this will be our pocket. And I do have those cut out. Alright, this is our next page. And what did I do with the next page? Let me see what I've got. I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. This is going to be a pocket, but I cut it so that it would sit on an angle like this. Let me hold it down a little bit, because I think sometimes I get up too high and you can't see the top of the page, but it's really hard to tell when you're making a video if you're seeing what I think you're seeing. So all we have to do with this is just glue it in place, because we don't need any magnets. So let me put this down first. That's what I want to do. Some pages have magnets, some don't, but I usually, in an album, I usually use quite a few. So I don't like things flipping and flopping around when you turn a page, have it all flopping where it doesn't need to be. So there's our base. And this is going to lay right like that. So we just need a tad of glue right on this side. Oops, there's a little. And just on this straight edge here. And along the bottom. And I'm going to put it up from the bottom a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit, just to leave a border. I had these 2 tags cut out from, these are from the, actually there's 3. They're from the cut-aparts, and I just left them plain on the back. So there's 2 pages. That was quick, huh? It helps to have them cut out ahead. Okay. Let's put this one aside somewhere. And we'll get to the next page. See if I can remember what I did. It's been a while since I cut them out because, you know, there's so much going on, and we're right at the holiday time, you know, and kids were out of school. Okay, this is the one with the 3 little folders that hang on the little strips, which I have cut out. Quigley, that's enough. I don't know what you're barking at. I tell you, this dog is a character. Quigley, stop. He gets right here by the table and then wants a boof, boof. He thinks he's so tough. And did I go around this one? It doesn't look like I hit it with the black ink. Let me catch it real quick. I thought I did everything, but this one doesn't look like it got it. I just like to get rid of that little white edge because it's like a neon white when you put it up against the black cardstock. It kind of glares at you like, wow. Just kind of gives it a finished edge. Okay. So that will go on here, but before we do that, we need to decide placement on these strips. And I have cut them, I think they're 3/8. No, they're a little over 1/2 inch, just a little, but you can cut them any. I did them so that I could tuck them behind like this. That one's a little tight. You just give it a bit of a pinch there. Give myself a little extra room because I want it to lay flat. I may have to put it on top. That might be the ticket. Yeah, okay. So they can lay on top instead of wrap underneath. It doesn't make any difference as long as they're evenly spaced. So the bottom one, here's the thing you need to do. I don't want it to go past the edge, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to gauge from there. So this will be our first one right here. And that is 4.5 from the bottom, exactly. So we'll make a little mark on this side at 4.5. And that's where that one needs to go. Uh-oh, I didn't put my pen back in here. See, I get to talking and doing other things, and I forgot to put my pen back in there, but it didn't dry up on me. Okay. So let me put this back how it was. And we'll put a little dab of glue on there. And it's going to go right at that mark, and right at that mark. Now from that we have 3.5 inches left. So let's go. If we go 1.5 inches up, that would be about perfect. So we'll make a mark at 1.5 inches. And 1.5 inches. for our second one. And then 3 inches. Well, I don't know, that might be pretty close. Let's take these off and make it 1.25 inches. I think it's going to be too much. Okay. Let's do 1.25 inches. So here will be our mark. And 1.25 inches. Okay. So we'll put a little glue on the next one. We'll go away pencil. 1.25 inches. And 1.25 inches. Now we'll get the next one. Glue on in. Where did I put my mark? There's that one. Oh, there it is. Couldn't see it for a minute. Okay, there's our 3 strips. Now we have to check and make sure that they're going to slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just don't want them to be too tight from side to side. So we have our 3 little pieces cut. And I need to round the corners, don't I? Let me get my corner rounder here. I think it's this one. I need a better system for storing my punches. Oh, no, that's stub and scallop. Okay, this one is the rounder. Okay. So I'll just round the 2 at the bottom. This is just the We Are Memory Keepers large and round corners. Got the bright turquoise handles. They have another one with turquoise, but it's a lighter color, and it does a stub and a scallop, I think. So let's get this with the black. I thought I did all these. Here I was trying to save time. I didn't save much time, did I? Okay, just go around the edges to knock off that white. Okay. And a little glue on these. Just always test them before you glue your decorative paper down. Make sure they're going to slide, because if you need to trim them off a little bit, you'll want to do it before you add this paper. There's that one. Just a little bit of glue. I really like this art glitter glue. They tell me it was designed because it holds glitter so well and dries clear. But I've heard a lot of people say, does it have glitter in it? No, it doesn't have glitter in it. That's just the purpose of it, was to hold glitter, so that, you know how sometimes you'll get something with glitter on it and the glitter all flakes off on you. Well, this glue will hold the glitter and doesn't let the glitter flake off and be everywhere. Okay, so there's those. Oh, I don't remember if I put magnets on the other one. I don't think I did. But if you want magnets, this is the time to do it. Go down behind there now. It's catching on that tab is what it's doing. Alright. I'll get it. I think the piece that I folded under is what it's catching on. There it went. See if I can get it to do it again. It's wanting to catch on that tab. I may have to trim that off. I think that's the problem. I didn't have that problem the first time. I guess that's what it is. I'm not so sure. I didn't have it do it the first time. We'll keep working on it and I'll get it, because it sure worked the first time I did it. There it goes. Yeah, just working with it a little bit. There we go. That one just wants to be ornery for some reason, that first one I put down. These tabs are wanting to catch. And it would do it on a video, won't do it any other time. There it went. Okay. So there's your three. Let me look and see if I did a magnet on it before. I don't think I did. No, I didn't do a magnet before, so we'll go ahead and glue it down and it'll be fine. There's so many thicknesses there, it would be, I don't have any of the large magnets, and that's probably what it would need to make sure it stays down. That was quite an ordeal, but it worked. And I think it'd make it easier too if I'd cut them a little bit longer and tucked it underneath than it would have been. You wouldn't have had that issue of it catching on those tabs where I folded them under. Okay, so there, we got that. Okay, there's that one. Now we're going to turn it over. And this is the back side. Boy, I missed a lot of inking, didn't I? This one is going to have a belly band. And it is going to go over to the side like this. So let's glue the top, and I don't know how far down the bottom goes, about above the black. Make sure it sticks there. So we want to put it, I don't want it all the way to the side, but I don't want it dead center either. And then this little joy to the world will go on the top of that. It's just one of the cut aparts. Go right there. Okay, so we'll trim this off here at the bottom with my scissors. Over here. And we can glue this one in place. A lot of banging going on outside, huh? Okay, so there. Is that too wide? Wow. I think that's a little bit too wide. I'm going to trim this off just a little hair here because I think I cut that wrong. And it's kind of hanging over. Hope I can get it straight. And hit it with the black ink again. There we go. Now we still got a black edge. It's a little bit crooked. Let me take it off. Let me do it on my paper trimmer real quick. Make sure I've got it straight. Like I said, we don't want to go to all this trouble and then not have it look right. That would be a shame. See if that's better. Yeah, I think I got out of shape all the way around on that. Give it one more little snip here. It is homemade after all, and nobody's perfect, right? I still need a little bit off of it. We'll get it right, kids. That ought to be it. I still can handle a little bit off that right side. I don't know how I managed to get so out of whack on it. Everything else was fine. Okay. I bet the other side's going to be the same way because I believe I cut them together. Yep. Let me mark this one before I put it down. Yep, because I cut these together. This needs to be cut off here and here. I'll trim that before we glue it down. Okay, now we'll try this again. Well, at least you see it as it really is. If something's wrong, you see it on my videos because it's made in real time. Okay, I don't have any tags cut out for this one as yet. So that is page 2, both sides. This is page 3. That's the one I got to trim off and do it before I get started. And where's my mark? Oh, I see it. Couldn't see it over here, got too many shadows. I'll get it trimmed off. Okay. I don't know why I didn't notice that before, but I didn't. Okay. Now we're to the right side of the album. There's 2 pages on each side. I still like a little bit more off of it, just a hair. I want a little bit of the black to show, and I didn't feel like it was. At least not enough. Okay. Okay, so now this is going to go to this side. So we'll put a little glue on here and a little down here. So that we can trim this off. And this will be glued down. There we go. And I need a little piece of ribbon. Before I glue this down, I think it'll be easier to excuse me, to put it in while it's before I glue it down. We'll put a little piece of white ribbon on it and just tie it. Tie a little knot in it. Okay, trim that off. Goodness. I'm a crooked trimmer. Okay. And we'll just put that right in there. Okay, there's that. Now to the back side of that page. See what's next. Oh, this is the one with the punched holes. Alright, what I have done on this one now, I did start on it a little bit just to save time because there was measurements to be done and I don't want to take up your whole day while you watch me do all this. So what I did was I measured down 1.5 inches, 3, 4.5, and 6. So it's every 1.5 inches from the top. And then I came in 1/2 inch and I punched a little tiny hole using this punch. And I don't know if it says what size it is or not. I got this at Hobby Lobby, but it makes a little tiny hole. You can see